Well, welcome to the show on this bright sunny Saturday. First time going party. Hey man, could you teach me what to talk about when you're on the dance floor? I heard you talk with your friend beside you. Then girls come to you automatically. I heard when you talk with your friend beside you. I don't know that to be truth. What if she asks, what are you guys talking about? Tell her. Could you make more videos of dancing, please? I've already done that. I have an entire dance program. You can find it at the link below. Okay? It'll be 20 days of dance. Okay, Sithon, a player. I felt quite honored that you picked two of my males in your videos. The one where I talked about growing up with dad with no game right, and the other about my response to talking with girly, if I'm correct. Point is, I've taken your advice on gaining real interest in women and applied it to my ride to Toronto this week. The girl who sat beside me for the 6-hour ride, we literally conversed, no joke, for the last 4 hours of the ride. I was getting kind of exhausted, haha. By running my life like a business, I've left my part-time job in a fast food joint. That isn't actually like running like a business, because as a business, you don't want to reduce your income till you have other income coming in, right? Okay, anyway, let's go on here, see what you're doing now. In a fast food joint to focus on school, that's good. Photography lessons. There are tons of girls and a fine Viet girl beside me. They have tons of games, so I'll be careful. Okay. And I even scored a conversation partner job at my Okay, so you got another job at my college. Basically talk with immigrants who want to improve their English. And they so happen to be from an IT school in France. Future work connections. Good for you. I even bought the book you suggested, The Richest Man in Babylon, and finished the first chapter. So glad I started investing at Sec 5. Life is good, so I won't disappoint my sensei. LOL, more to come. Well, thank you, Sithon. Let's hear some more from you. Another player attacks your manhood on YouTube. I'm a fan of yours. I just want to say I'm not affiliated with the poster of this video, and I disagree with him, but I just wanted to bring this to your attention since he's too much of a punk to speak with you man to man. It is a video of another skilled player who I'm a fan of as well, not counting this video obviously, who had some player critiques about your style and content as well as some personal stuff. It is long, so if you want, just skip to about 20 minutes in. And I already know about that video there, Steve. And I'm not even going to stoop myself down to that level anymore. I could have came out with a blast out video and all that kind of stuff, but you got to look at the person who's delivering the message. Okay, what kind of life are they living? I used to watch this same fellow's videos, and I just got tired of him smoking weed all the time. You know, eyes so high, he's so high, you can't even see his eyes, you know. And I got tired of one video, his baby's mama was after him, and he was ducking and dodging, and he's a hustler, living on the street, you know, selling shit on the streets, video and stuff. So you got to look at what kind of life that person is living. You know, are they successful at their lives? All right. So that's why I stopped listening to the fellow's videos about a year and a half to 2 years ago, and I told my students on my site, don't listen to the videos anymore. The brother's high all the time, you know, intelligent man, but unfortunately weed tends to twist your judgment and your ability to reason correctly. It reminds me of those, you know, barbershop people that, you know, gather a bunch of information, they can spit it out, but it gets twisted, okay? So that's why I look at where I get my information from, and that was not a source of good information. Although this fella, he sounds cool, you know, he's got that, he's from the streets, you know. I'm not from the streets. I'm from a lower middle class environment, you know. He's from the streets, you know, living that street life, and what he says sounds cool to young fellas, young brothers out there. You know, he used the lingo, you know, pop off this, pop off, all that kind of shit, you know, and he raps and stuff like that. I even saw where he made a whole rap song, you know, try to diss somebody. I think, what a waste of creative energy. He could have actually made a song that did some good and got him into more success. So you gotta weigh where you get your information from, fellas. Okay, you really got to look at what they're doing with their lives. All right. Let's see. Interview. Thank you for writing me back, Lydia. I would like to do an interview with you on Tuesday after I finish the first one. I have one at 2 o'clock. So we'll set, well, you have to give me your time zone you're in, because I believe you're in Europe somewhere. So that would be very, very fun to get to talk to you for a short period of time. You also need to get Skype, okay? So that I can, also I'll record that conversation. And the purpose of the show, fellas, just how to have a relaxing conversation. I see that you say that you're shy. That's okay. That's even better, okay? The shyer you are, the better, because that shows that, that's a good conversationalist can get someone to relax while they're having that conversation, okay? Let's see. Lost my login page. You mentioned chakras in a show just recently. How would you go about opening the first 2 chakras? Well, if you search for information here on YouTube itself, you'll see a lot of different meditation videos for that. In fact, I'm getting ready to create a series of meditation videos for my upcoming conversational program, teach guys how to stop thinking. But that's the purpose of this one. But it also deals with your chakras. I just went to the bookstore. In fact, bought another book, kind of thick, but whatever, I don't mind. But I also got another book on meditation to get some better meditations to use in this one. I like the ones that I just got today. So that new book on communication, or not book actually, it'll be videos. It'll be out when I get finished with it. I'll be working on it today, tomorrow, and next week until I'm done. But I'm also working on my first, what's called a WSO for the Warrior Forum. And that's it's going to be on how to rank your videos on YouTube. If you search for, Sedona Hotels or Sedona Resorts, my video's right there at the top. So I went to Sedona. I did a video on Sedona Resorts or whatever. Anyway, and I put the videos up and they ranked right to the top just to test my skills. And as I said in my Turning Lemons into Lemonade, when life hands me something sour, I'm going to turn it around and make it something positive. So while I was stuck in Vegas, I started creating all these videos on how to, use YouTube properly, because I do know how to do it properly. And I can do it properly when I choose to. If you search on here for I Miss You, Megan, you see my video is right there at the top of the page also. I think it's actually number 4 right now. But I know how to rank a video, and I also know how to rank videos in Google. If you Google nightclub dancing, you'll see both my videos right there at the top of the page. If you Google 4-minute abs, you'll see one of my offline businesses videos right there at the top of the page. Okay? Which leads me to my closing statement, and that is, as I was talking about, you want to look at what the person that you're getting your information is doing with their lives. Okay, I've shown you what I'm doing with my life. I own an offline business. I'm a personal trainer. I'm a real business person. Okay, I've came into the internet. I've learned how to do this. I taught myself how to do this so that I could make my life better. I'm not still struggling in the streets someplace. I've never had to live in the streets, never had to live in a motel. I've always made sure that I was coming up in life and in my game. Okay, so we have different people on YouTube spitting different types of advice. I come from more of the middle class advice, so I give you my version of it. There are people African Americans who come from a more lower class environment, and they give you their impression of it. And each one is valid, depending on what level of life you're living at. If you're typical African American, you're in the lower middle class, then you might listen to me. If you're living more in the ghetto type of life, then you might want to listen to someone who's actually from that life. But make sure there's someone who's actually coming up in their lives, not struggling, okay, day to day. They're actually doing something with their lives and making something of their lives. So as I said to the fellow, I know the video that the fellow put out, and it kind of saddens me that one of my own race would say, we don't need no help. That saddens me, because we do need help, okay? unfortunately, and I'm gonna probably get some shit about it, but if you're honest with yourself, you're African American or African, you know, we're unfortunately, we got to do something to raise our race up. We can't stay down here anymore. And the box, the lid is off the box, okay? And things are gonna start happening now. So you either jump on board and start rising with us, or you're gonna get left behind. Peace, fellas.